But let's talk about something that's good here. Monster Hunter Wilds open beta opens to 225,000 current players on Steam. Doing very good. I've been enjoying it this weekend as well. There's going to be another beta next weekend, but this one has their flagship monster in there. And look at this. I always love to see these type of stories. So Monster Hunter Wilds director Yuya Tokuda has bested Arkveld, which is the flagship monster, with all 14 weapons in open beta test 2. Hunters, how are you faring as you face down the flagship monster for the first time? It's always cool to see that the directors are playing the game and playing it really well. That monster is not easy to beat in the open beta test because you have like limited number of weapons, limited number of options to do it. So in order to beat him with all 14 weapons, he's got to be pretty good at the game and have a deep understanding of fighting the monster. So maybe he's been already doing some sort of play testing in the in sort of non-release builds beforehand. So it's always good to see people, in charge, in these like high positions that are still like playing the crap out of their games. And here's me, like we were playing. This is me playing fighting Arkveld in Monster Hunter Wilds, and here we are failing at the quest. You only have 20 minutes to beat this, and like I said, you have limited options. You only have like one weapon you can use. A lot of the RPG mechanics have been sort of sealed off in this version. Like you can't level up your armor, you can't level up your weapons. And honestly, it kind of makes it a far more interesting challenge without a lot of the RPG mechanics. So it kind of makes me wonder if Monster Hunter would be better without this stuff. But it'd be a lot more interesting and challenging without it. But that's, a story for another time. Here's us going again, fighting it. Like me and my two brothers trying to take this down in the appropriate amount of time. Set up the trap. Trying to fight it. How much time do we have left? We have a minute 50, so we're doing pretty well. There you're using a Wyvern shot and finishing off with a big blast. Very satisfying. Really, it was a really fun fight, and the fact that it's like so challenging makes it even more satisfying to beat it. That's it in the game itself, like in the actual release version. The fact you can level up your gear and weapons, and you can kind of take the optimal, get the optimal stuff to fight Arkveld. It's not going to be as hard. And this is always kind of like one of the traditions of the open beta. It's the same thing with Monster Hunter Rise and Magma Malo. They had like a demo out before that, and you only had 20 seconds to beat Magma Malo. And it was tough. It took like several tries for us to beat him. And, it makes it in a lot of ways, it's the hardest fight. This fight is harder than anything I'm going to probably face in the release version of Monster Hunter Wilds, which maybe it's kind of sad. Maybe it's kind of sad. Some of the RPG mechanics may take away from the challenge of it. But I guess you could always play it in a way that gives you a challenge. I don't know, necessarily think that's, it's my job to do that, but it's a fun game. I've been really enjoying it. It's a fun game to play with people you know. So here's me with my two brothers posing after beating the flagship monster in the beta. Lots of fun.